The following program is presented by Chick-fil-A and Bright Star Credit Union.
Cypress Bay High takes on Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High tonight on School Duel. Welcome to yet another exciting and challenging episode of School Duel, where 20 high schools from Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties battle it out in an academic tournament for South Florida bragging rights. And of course, the winner walks away with a school trophy from EDCO, a $1,000 check for each student, courtesy of Chick-fil-A and Bright Star Credit Union, and of course, so much more. Now, with that much at stake, let's take a quick peek at the brackets for this week's game. As you see, the semifinal match has Cypress Bay High versus Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High, and what is going to be quite a showdown. The winner between the two schools will be moving on to the finals. How exciting! I've been waiting. There's so much more. During the show, each student will compete in the Chick-fil-A challenge. Here, the student with the most correct answers throughout the show will win Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich meals for an entire year. Makes you hungry? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, guys, but before we get started, let's go ahead and take a minute to meet this week's competitors from each school. And we are going to start with the Cypress Bay Lightning. I'm going to ask you guys something different today. It's about the favorite color that you guys have. Ian, you're a junior. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
All right. Matt, what about you? You're a senior, and what's your favorite color?
Blue.
All right, Carlos, you're a senior. What's your favorite color?
You know it. Blue.
All right, and the last but not least, the captain of Cypress Bay's team is Matt S. And what's your favorite color?
Definitely blue.
All right, azul. All right, let's go ahead and meet your competitors. They are from Stoneman Douglas, and they are the Eagles. Welcome, Jeffrey. You're a junior, and your favorite color?
Maroon.
All right, Natalie, you're a senior, and yours?
Maroon.
Maroon. Okay, we got a theme going. Edward, you're a senior. Welcome, and your favorite color?
Blue.
Oh, switching it up. And the senior on the team, who is also the captain of the team, is Pratik. Welcome, and your favorite color?
Black.
All right, so they're a little different there. They're a little uniform over here. Ladies and gentlemen, our first round is called the warning shot. Here at School Against School, competing with toss-up questions directed at the entire group. Each question is worth 10 points, and if a question is incorrect, the other school gets one chance to steal the points. Are my two schools ready?
Yes.
All right, I'm hyped and I'm ready too, so prepare for the warning shots. First question deals with fantasy novels. In the Harry Potter novels, name the high-flying sport played in most of the books. Yes, Ian?
Quidditch.
Very good. Moving along, doctors. What psychoanalyst wrote the book The Interpretation of Dreams? Yes, Pratik?
Freud.
Correct. Geography. America's oldest permanent military post west of the Missouri River is Fort Leavenworth, located in what Midwest state known? Yes, Ian?
Kansas.
Kansas is correct. Good job. Let's deal with Japanese culture. Give the term for the Japanese three-line poetic form that uses 17
Haiku.
Haiku is correct. Very good. Weapons. What kind of weapons in the game Clue is now available from Smith & Wesson in a 50 caliber Magnum variety? Edward?
A gun.
Can you be a little bit more specific?
Pistol.
Incorrect. Cypress Bay? Ian?
Handgun.
Incorrect. The revolver. They're all different. All right, the human body. Name the blood filtering process you must go through to remove your bodily waste if both of your kidneys fail. Yes, Jeffrey?
Dialysis.
Correct. Good job. All right, schools, it is time for the Where Am I question. And contestants, you'll be given a famous location and a clue and then asked to tell us the name of the place described. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. This cathedral in Paris was a focal point in a story by Victor
Notre Dame.
Matt? Very good. Awesome. And For those of you at home, I'll finish the question. It's a focal point in a story by Victor Hugo in which a deformed bell ringer saves a beautiful gypsy. Very good, Matt. All right, next question deals with football. Name the former University of Miami quarterback who led the Buffalo Bills to 4 straight Super Bowls but never won any of them. Stumped you guys. It's Jim Kelly. All right, next question deals with art. What 20th century school of art was pioneered by Picasso and named? Yes, Pratik?
Cubism.
Very good. Next question, Europe. If you go west into the Norwegian Sea from Norway, what Chile island nation is the next? Yes, Jeffrey?
Iceland.
Very good. And that's the next country you'll be likely to reach. All right, literary terms. Identify the most obvious rhetorical device in this sentence. Hurricane Katrina had but a slight effect on the city of New Orleans. Yes, Edward?
Understatement.
Correct. Very good. Creatures. At a fishery, the word prawn is a synonym for, yes, Pratik?
Shrimp.
Yes, very good. Oh, there's that buzzer. That means the end to the warning shot round. Close game here. Douglas has 60 points. Cypress Bay has 40 points. Don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more School Duel just after these messages.
Win an iPad from School Duel and Bright Star Credit Union. It's easy. Go to schoolduel.tv. Submit the correct answer to the Bright Star question of the week, and you're automatically entered into the drawing to win an Apple iPad. You can also vote for the player of the game on schoolduel.tv. A new winner is announced each week based on your votes, and all votes lead to the top player of the season. Visit schoolduel.tv. Everyone is welcome to play and vote. Bright Star Credit Union, proud sponsor of School Duel on BECON-TV.
In 1973, Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy created the Leadership Scholarship Program,
encouraging Chick-fil-A restaurant employees to further their education.
Since then, Chick-fil-A has awarded more than $28 million in scholarships
to team members who excel in the classroom, serve their communities,
demonstrate a solid work ethic, and possess a desire to lead.
So we say, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Truett. It means a lot.
Chick-fil-A is the proud corporate partner of the pursuit of higher education.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
School Duel, our first round of action ended with Stoneman Douglas leading 60 points to Cypress Bay's 40 points. But of course, there's so much more to come as we enter round 2, the joust. Here, one player from each school competes head-to-head with a 10-point toss-up question. The school that wins then gets 3 bonus questions worth 5, then 10, and then 15 points. All right, schools, are you guys ready again?
Yeah.
Round 2. All right, it's time to joust. All right, starting out, we have Pratik and Matt S. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. What structure in the air may be ruptured or torn by loud sounds, decreased air pressure, or severe sneezing? Yes, Pratik?
Eardrum.
Correct. Good job. Stoneman Douglas. The following bonus questions all deal with your ear. Bonus question number 1 worth 5 points. Sound waves cause movement in 3 bones in your middle ear. One of them is commonly called what term that is also a tool used to pound nails? Pratik?
Hammer.
Yes, good job. Bonus question number 2 is worth 10 points. Another of those 3 bones is commonly called what term that is also something a cowboy might wear? Edward?
Stirrup.
Yes, good job. Awesome. And your last question is worth 15 points. Movement of the 3 bones cause waves to form in this organ that is filled with fluid. Yes, Pratik.
Cochlea.
Very good. Awesome. All right, Edward, Carlos, come on down. It's your time to joust. All right, here's your toss-up question, gentlemen. It's worth 10 points. Baseball Hall of Famer Duke Snider died in 2011. Name the National League team where Snider became famous, spending more than a decade in Brooklyn and then 5 more years in Los Angeles. Yes, Edward.
Dodgers.
Dodgers is correct. Good job, Stoneman Douglas. These questions are yours, and they all deal with Duke Snider. Bonus question number 1, worth 5 points. Snider hit 407 four-baggers in his career. What is the common baseball term for a four-bagger, Pratik?
Home run.
Yes, correct. Good job. And bonus question number 2, of course, is 10 points. Snider played 1 season with this Bay Area team who won the 2010 World Series. Yes, Pratik.
Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
Incorrect. That would be the San Francisco Giants. All right, bonus question number 3, worth 15 points. In the 1970s, Snider was a play-by-play man for the Montreal Expos, which are now this National League team. Jeffrey.
The Blue Jays?
Incorrect. That's the Washington Nationals. No worries. Natalie, Matt, your turn to come on down and joust. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. In 1847, the Mormons arrived in a part of Utah, which is now the state's capital city. Yes, Natalie?
Salt Lake City.
Is correct. Good job. Spellman Douglas again with the steal. The following bonus questions all deal with the 19th century. Your first question is worth 5 points. 1820. The compromise named after this show me state is created. Edward.
The Missouri Compromise.
Very good. All right, bonus question number 2 is worth 10 points. In 1869, this Indiana university was begun under the Morrill Land Grant Act and is now nicknamed the Boilermakers. Pratik.
Purdue.
Yes, good job. Bonus question number 3, your 15-point question. 1803, the United States doubled in size after the Louisiana Purchase. Who was the president at this time, Pratik?
Jefferson.
Yes, he was. Good job. All right, Jeffrey and Ian, come on down. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. In music, this term describes how high or low a sound is. Yes, Ian.
Pitch.
Pitch is correct. Good job. Nice steal there. Cypress Bay, here are your questions, and they all deal with music. Bonus question number 1 is worth 5 points. Give the term you would hear in a basic college music appreciation class for the dividing of music into regular pulses. Yes, Matt?
Rhythm.
Yes, correct. Good job. Bonus question number 2 is worth 10 points. This term describes the tune of a song often sung by sopranos. Yes, Matt?
Melody.
Yes, good job. And your last question is worth 15 points. This is the part of a musical tone that allows you to tell the difference between a trumpet and an organ playing the same note. Yes, Matt?
Timbre.
Very good. Awesome job. And that buzzer means the end to the joust. Round 2, we do have Douglas leading with 155 points. Cypress Bay has 80 points. Don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more School Duel after these messages.
Are you interested in learning about TV production? Be a part of the Broward Teen News Team, South Florida's only teen-produced news show. Experience working at an actual TV station while learning on state-of-the-art digital equipment. We offer positions in everything from studio crew to school reporter. And for the more experienced students, we offer advanced credits as part of our internship program. If you're a student in Broward and you want to be a part of our team, then we've got a spot for you. For more information, go to www.browardteennews.org and click on Join Our Team.
Have you considered taking your high school courses online? Broward County Schools offers free virtual education for middle and high school. Courses include regular, honors, and advanced placement in all subject areas. Take one course or take a full course load all online. Broward Virtual Education welcomes homeschool and private school students. For more information or to enroll, call us at 754-321-1100 or visit us online at www.bved.net while there's still space available. BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
again to School Duel, where local high schools match wits to see who will be this year's School Duel champion. Now, this semifinal match has Cypress Bay High competing against Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High. We do have Douglas High leading with 155 points. Cypress Bay has 80 points. We are now ready for the rapid fire round. Here, each school will pick a category. They will then try to answer 10 questions within 60 seconds from that category. Each question is worth 10 points, and the other school will then get a chance to steal any missed questions. Now, since Cypress Bay is trailing, they will have the opportunity to pick their category. Today's choices are starts with M and starts with V. So, which category would you like, Cypress Bay?
Starts with M.
All right, we'll go ahead and start with that category then. Schools, are you ready for rapid fire?
Yes.
All right, well, let's go ahead and begin. Cypress Bay starts with M in this category. The answer contains a word that starts with the letter M. Remember, you do have 60 seconds to answer these questions worth 10 points. So let's cue music and begin. Its cities include Springfield, Quincy, and Salem.
Massachusetts.
To combine two songs or websites into one new thing.
Mix.
Examples include shoplifting and trespassing.
Misdemeanor.
A Mexican street band with a trumpet, guitar, and accordion.
Mariachi.
Neither small nor large.
Medium.
A student at the U.S. Naval Academy.
Military.
Harper Lee's most famous novel title contains this word.
Mockingbird.
Most popular cheese used on pizza.
Mozzarella.
Voice of Rapunzel in the movie Tangled. Name of a coordinated search for a fugitive.
Manhunt.
Very good. All right, you missed 3 questions, so Stoneman Douglas, here's your opportunity to get those questions. To combine two songs or websites into, yes, one new thing, Jeffrey?
A medley.
Incorrect, it'd be a mashup. Next question, a student at the U.S. Naval Academy, yes, Edward?
Marine.
Incorrect, that's a midshipman or a middy. The next question, voice of Rapunzel in the movie Tangled. Natalie?
Mandy Moore.
Yes, correct. Took the only girl on the team to know that answer. All right, Stoneman Douglas, your opportunity now. In this category, the answer contains a word that starts with the letter V. Each question is worth 10 points, and you will have 60 seconds to answer them. So you ready?
Ready.
All right, let's go ahead. Cue music. A person who does something charitable without pay.
Volunteer.
Ugly collection term for pests like rats or roaches.
Vermin.
Created by the rotation of fluid at the center of a whirlpool.
Vortex.
A person who suffers from a criminal's crime.
Victim.
French King Louis XIV's palace.
Versailles.
Service group abbreviated VFW.
Veterans of Foreign Wars.
Word posted outside a motel with empty rooms.
Bacon.
A banked area for arena for track cycling. A banked arena for track cycling. Adjective for a substance that can evaporate quickly or explode.
Vapor.
He parks your car.
Ballet.
Very good. All right, let's go ahead and go through the ones that you did not get correct. Cypress Bay, here's your opportunity. A banked arena for track cycling.
Velodrome.
Velodrome is correct. Were you guessing?
Yes.
That's right. Good job. All right, next question. Adjective for a substance that can evaporate quickly or explode.
Volatile.
Very good, Matt. All right. Awesome job. And there's my buzzer, and that means the end of the rapid fire round. We do have Douglas still leading 240 points. Cypress Bay has 170 points. We will go ahead and give them a short break, and then we'll be back for the final showdown to decide which team moves on to the School Duel Championship.
In 1973, Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy created the Leadership Scholarship Program,
encouraging Chick-fil-A restaurant employees to further their education.
Since then, Chick-fil-A has awarded more than $28 million in scholarships
To team members who excel in the classroom, serve their communities,
Demonstrate a solid work ethic and possess a desire to lead.
So we say, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Truett. It means a lot.
Chick-fil-A is the proud corporate partner of the pursuit of higher education.
Improve your money skills with Brightstar University. At Brightstar University, people of all ages can log in to learn more about finances. Just choose your age-specific category and pick from a collection of interactive financial topics, including the Visa Financial Football Game, where your team scores by answering money management questions. Just go to www.brightstaru.com. Brightstar University is brought to you by Brightstar Credit Union, proud sponsor of School Duel on BECON-TV.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
We are back with more School Duel for you. We've got a good semifinal round match going as Stoneman Douglas clings on to their lead. They have 245 points over Cypress Bay's 170 points. Now it's time for the final showdown. This is the very last round, and schools will go against each other with toss-up questions. But this time, these questions I hold are now worth 20 points. And remember, if a question is incorrect, the other school can steal the points. All right, school, Cypress Bay, Stoneman Douglas, you ready to do this?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead. It's time for the final showdown. First question deals with spelling. Many older people work hard at maintaining their mental agility for fear they will become senile. Spell the word senile. Pratik?
S-E-N-I-L-E.
Correct. Good job. Nuclear energy, the splitting of uranium atoms. Yes, Edward?
Fission.
How'd you know that? Good job. There you go. Myth, the mythical griffin is always fighting those who try to steal what precious metal away from it. Matt?
Silver.
Incorrect. Stoneman Douglas? Jeffrey?
Gold.
Correct. Good job. All right, diplomacy. Name the diplomatic building where an ambassador works in a foreign country. Matt?
An embassy.
Embassy is correct. Good job. The law. All right, give the term for the set of statements given to people who are arrested that begins.
Miranda
Matt?
rights.
The Miranda rights. And they begin with, you have the right to remain silent. Cooking. Nestle's Toll House chocolate chip cookies contain what liquid flavoring that can be used in either its real form or an imitation form with its natural alcohol removed? Jeffrey?
Vanilla.
Vanilla extract. Good job. All right, contestant, it's time for the Who Am I question, brought to you by Hungry Howie's in Davie and Hollywood. In this question, you'll be given up to 4 clues about a famous person and asked to tell us his or her name. Are you lady and gentlemen ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. She was born August 30th, 1972. She is an American actress and former model. Some of her former boyfriends include Alex Rodriguez, Matt Dillon, and Justin Timberlake. She starred in The Mask, Something About Mary, and she is the voice of Fiona in Shrek. Ian?
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz is correct. Very good. World Toys. Give the African name for this long plastic horn blown constantly. Yes, Matt?
Vuvuzela.
Very good. Moving along, famous Americans. What African American did the U.S. Supreme Court tell in 1857 that even though he had lived, Ian?
Dred Scott.
Dred Scott is correct. And they told him even though he lived in a free state, he was still a slave. Art. What art movement embraced the unconscious mind and whose most famous practitioner includes Salvador Dali? Yes, Pratik.
Surrealism.
Yes, correct. Good job. Foreign capitals. If you head due east from Key Largo, Florida, you will soon reach what capital city of the Bahamas? Yes, Pratik?
Nassau.
Nassau is correct. Ballet. What ballet term for behind is a French word also used to mean, Matt?
Derrière.
Derrière is correct. Shop class. When you cut metal, it often has rough edges. Identify the common tool that you would scrape back and forth. Edward?
Sandpaper.
Incorrect. Cypress Bay. That you would scrape back and forth on the rough edge to smooth it out. Ian?
Glass cutter.
Incorrect. It's a file. Moving along, the human body, when activated, it forms vitamin D. What chemical manufactured by the liver can cause hardening of the arteries? Pratik?
Insulin.
Incorrect. Cypress Bay? Yes, Matt? Or Carlos? Both of you
You
like
can do
to
it.
up? No?
Cholesterol.
Cholesterol is correct. Good job. All right, moving along. College athletes, Maryland, Virginia, Georgia Tech, and Florida State are all members of, Ian?
The ACC.
The ACC is correct. The Atlantic Coast Conference. Grammar. Give the grammatical term for a sentence with at least one independent clause and one dependent clause. Edward?
Complex sentence.
Correct. Good job. Scientific research. In the sciences, give the term for the group of people undergoing a research study, which is also something you might do to food to see if you like it. Edward?
Test group.
Incorrect. Cypress Bay? I'm going to read it again. In the sciences, give the term for the group of people undergoing a research study, which is also something you might do to food to see if you like it. Carlos?
Sample.
Sample is correct. And locations. What Central African city captured by the French in 1894 now sits in central Mali and is a slang term for a place? Yes, Matt?
Timbuktu.
Timbuktu is correct. All right, next question deals with gaming. Name this massively multiplayer online role-playing game. Yes, Matt.
World of Warcraft.
Yes, correct. Next question deals with sports. In the Olympics, how many hurdles are there in a men's 110-meter hurdle race? Edward?
10.
10 is correct. Next question deals with cities. Which European capital city shares its names with both the home of Ohio University and the home of University of Georgia? Matt?
Athens.
Athens is correct. Next question, chemistry. If you remove hydrogen ions from pure water, its pH number will increase and you will create Ian?
Base.
A base is correct. I almost called you Ion. All right, sports. Army Major General Abner Doubleday is credited with the invention of Ian?
Baseball.
Baseball is correct. Foreign capitals. What is the capital and largest city in South Korea? Matt?
Seoul.
Seoul is correct. And that buzzer brings the end to this semifinal round school duel match as Cypress Bay wins with 470 points to Douglas 405 points. Now, congratulations, Cypress Bay. This win puts you in the finals. Give it up for Cypress Bay. Congratulations. Great job to everyone. Great job to everyone. Stoneman Douglas, you guys played an excellent game. Now, it also brings the end to the Chick-fil-A Challenge, and today's winner is, drum roll please, Matt from Cypress Bay. Congratulations. Congratulations on your Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich meals for an entire year. At this time, we want to thank all of our sponsors for making School Duel possible. And don't forget to check out our website at schoolduel.tv, where you, yes, you at home, have a chance to win an Apple iPad courtesy of Bright Star Credit Union. And as always, make sure that you tune in next week to School Duel, Wednesday at 7 p.m. as Coral Reef High takes on Suncoast High in the next semifinal game to determine this year's championship matchup. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
School Duel was brought to you by Chick-fil-A and Bright Star Credit Union.